UFC Fight Night Denver's in the can, and honestly, it was a way better card than I expected. Obviously, the main highlight of the card was Trump's head movement, dodging that bullet. Legendary shit, but let's get to the card. Starting from our main event, Rose Namajunas, easily decisions Cortez. As expected, another Rose Namajunas 5-round fight. She controlled the pacing of the whole fight. I gave her the first 4 rounds, and I gave Cortez round number 5 because she was pushing the pace and landing the cleaner shots, and Rose Namajunas' takedowns did, or one takedown didn't do much in round 5, but other than that, Rose controlled the fight as expected. And yeah, I felt bad for Cortez. Obviously it felt like an emotional fight for her, and when she got dropped in round 1 with that long left hook and her eyelash came off, I swear to you, when I swear I saw some tears come out of her eyes, and I felt kind of bad there. But the fight wasn't that good. The card was good, but the fight wasn't that good. And yeah, it is what it is. She even got her yat teased on by Rose in round 5 when Rose turned around and flashed her ass at her. So yeah, tough for Cortez. Now our co-main event, Salikov versus Ponzi. I thought Ponzi won rounds 1 and 3. Rounds 3 he controlled it with a takedown a little bit. Round 2 he did, but Salikov landed way cleaner shots, so I gave round 2 to Salikov, round 1 to Ponzi, and it was all on round 3, and I thought Ponzi outstruck Salikov, pushing the pace. And yeah, split decision to Salikov. It is what it is. Kind of impressive for him to be doing this at 40 at altitude. Ponzi's not the same Ponzi as before coming back from I guess his injury and stuff, but still a decent name outside the rankings to get a win over and keep your career alive. So yeah, I guess Ponzinibbio's that Smith figure, that Anthony Smith figure, who thinks he's gonna be something and stuff, and he's like an analyst. So yeah, I guess Ponzi's the Latin version of Smith. So yeah, not a good scrap either. But moving on to the real scrap, the real main event of the card, Jean Silva, flawless, constantly evolving through his fights. Against Weston Wilson, it was the hooks. Charles Jourdain, it was the uppercuts. And against Drew Dober, it was the elbows. Drew Dober, same problem his entire career. He just runs into punches, and he uses his chin and his lack of defense to then land on other fighters. But John Silva just moving around too much, too quick for him. Spinning, hooks, even his jabs and stuff were on point, which I like to see there. And yeah, just favela. Fighting nerds are on the rise, dude. The fighting nerds, Kyle Bohalio, Carlos Prates, oh my god, Jean Silva, and I am forgetting one more. I just posted it as well. Maurizio Huffy. Yeah, these guys are on the rise. I would like to see him back down at featherweight, but still, very impressive. Or if he wants to stay at lightweight, I guess now that I'm giving it some second thoughts, he is kind of the better version of Dober at lightweight, so they could give him some fun scraps. And yeah, that was some good stuff, man. I guess he didn't have the hood side on him for Dober to capitalize on it. But so yeah, pushed the pace, defended the takedowns, just an impressive performance on short notice as well, becoming one of the few fighters to get 2 wins in 14 days. So good shit from our boy Jean Silva. Now, Bonfim versus Lusa. Decent fight. Not really. I mean, he controlled the pace. Bonfim showed, good improvements in, showing that he can manage and control a fight. And I like this. I would have liked to see this on the prelims, because last time he was on the main card and, he fell. So I thought maybe this time he should be put on the prelims to, I guess, showcase his comeback. But still, controlled Lusa for all 3 rounds. I was wrong. I thought Lusa would wrestle. He did. And he was popping in and out on the feet with his boxing. But Bonfim was sticking out that jab pretty neatly on Lusa. and landing his right too. Some body kicks mixed in here and there. And yeah, overall, neat performance from Bonfim. Showed some improvements. I got that pick wrong. Yeah. Anyway, one of my locks, dude. Why is Erosa crazy? Rodriguez chucked his head into the guillotine. I don't know what his plan was with the striking as well. And I am saying chucked his head into the guillotine. It wasn't like Erosa was, he wasn't, attacking it until Christian Rodriguez put his head right beside his hip and gave it to Rosa, in my opinion. And I swear I saw like satisfaction in his eyes as soon as he tapped. And I don't know, Rosa's been showing you that his best sub is like a Darce guillotine. So don't, try not to present it to him, at least like, oh, if he catches you in it after you go for a takedown or something, fine. But this was after he got him down, in which he gave him his neck. But yeah, ruined all those prospects, all those undefeated prospects, to just tap to Julian Erosa of all people, a guy who's I guess a prospect killer in his own right. He has a bunch of impressive names in his resume in terms of unranked featherweights. Landwehr, Dawodu, I guess now Rodriguez. And yeah, let's see if he'll keep adding on to his resume. Crazy. I did not expect this. One of my locks gone. Sucks to see. Now to our Oscar award-winning actor, Cody Brundage. Not even actor, he keeps getting hit in the back of the head. I don't know why these guys just don't control him like Cedricus Dumas did, or just let him turn, dude. Like, I thought Cody would wrestle and stuff. Seems like he was doing it, but Razak just looked huge and clubbed him and, put him down, or pushed him down and then hit him in the head. It is what it is. No contest is the right answer. Wouldn't give that a DQ. Actually, you could, but I don't know, man. I mean, Malkoun did it, I guess, a few seconds later than Razak Al-Hassan, and he got DQ'd. So, crazy. This guy keeps getting away with it. Now, twice this has happened where he's lost the fight, but his record is now 1-0-1, no contest in these weird fights where I guess his opponents go for the back of the headshots. Man, Bo Nickal's best win, ladies and gentlemen. Bo Nickal's best win. Now, my guy, the Hood Flyweight. My guy, Energy, with the clean uppercut, catches, Joshua Van Slacken in round 3. Put some clean hood hands on him. Pride of St. Louis. Yes, he was down the first 2 rounds. Round 2 was close, but I'd say the boxing was even, but the leg kicks from Joshua Van were just landing a bit more significantly than Johnson's. Round 1, Van's boxing, as I predicted, was cleaner. And to be fair, I was right in my assessment of rounds 1 and 2, and I said round 3 would be Johnson, and I didn't expect to see him like fly out the gates and just club, Joshua Van with an uppercut, but I didn't see that shot. I just saw the straights landing for Johnson, but the size difference was so vast, and I saw Johnson saw that, oh, this guy's shorter, I can just, as he's kind of leaning in and stuff to defend my straights, maybe I'll just throw an uppercut as I'm bum rushing him. And he did that, and he landed a beautiful shot. I like the stoppage. Too. My guy, Energy, give him some fucking ranked opponent. Give him Sumudarji. Clean that guy from the rankings. I don't know why he's still ranked. Give him Sumudarji, or he might not be, but still. I think if you beat Sumudarji, he's easily top 15, but give him top 15 nonetheless. Let's go, Energy. Now, Jasmine against Fatima Klein. Exactly as I predicted. Shuts down the grappling of Fatima Klein. Even out-grapples her. Controls her on the ground. was trying to do some submissions and stuff, but couldn't really do it. Fatima was doing some good scrambles and stuff on the ground, but eventually Jasmine would get some kind of half guard and then eventually mount her and control the rounds there. But whilst they were on the feet, the Klein girl hit some very nice shots on Jasmine, but not enough to win the rounds. And yeah, good win from Jasmine. It's just undefeated female prospects, 1 in a million where they win their debut in the UFC nowadays. It's just like they have to lose to get better. And I liked it. She was, I guess, a newer prospect, and this lesson was good. She didn't get like submitted or something or dominated like Jasmine did to Cachoeira, but still, she hung in there. Good for her. Now, this shot, I mean, there's no assessment. I was wrong. And the Black Shear pick, I just was shocked that it happened this quick. I was thinking, like, if Quick wins, maybe he gets, like, he tees off on Black Shear as he's gassed in the third or gets control of the fight in the later rounds. But I don't know why. Why was I can't. It was just a one-shot knockout. There's nothing more to say. What is it? Crazy. Black Shear was training all this time in Tiger Muay Thai, I believe, or in some Muay Thai gym, and he got put out in, like, what, 15, 17 seconds? Crazy for Montel Jackson. 5-fight win streak, and, you know, his 2 losses aren't the worst losses he's had, and he's had a very long resume, so he does deserve a top 15 opponent, for sure, as well. Next, so yeah, good for this dude, Montel Quicks. And yeah, now, Luana Santos did exactly what she needed to do against Agapova. She did exactly what she needed to do. Agapova has no ground game. Even though she has submissions, she has no submission defense. What do you want me to say? Good IQ from her to do what she needed to do. And now this girl is going to go back to, I guess, begging for money from what we've heard. In terms of rumors about her. So yeah, good job from Luana Santos. She got the fight she wanted. She like Agapova was begging for a fight, got the fight, got choked out. So yeah, tough for her, good for Luana. Now Petrosky versus Fremd. Crazy, dude. Petrosky was gassed on top from controlling, not even progressing positions too often. Eventually he would here and then, but just half guard, not even half guard, sorry, side mount camping, one knee on the head, one knee on the guy's hips, on Fremd's hips, just controlling the fight. Sometimes he would get mount at the end of round 1. He did, and those shots, I say, were fine. But yeah, just like, I don't know. Good for him, I guess. He showed that he can go the 3 rounds, but Josh Fremd, I guess, we can't rate him at all going forward. I don't know. It was just a weird fight. Not weird. Dominant from Petrosky, but yeah, showed good gas tank. Not really. It is what it is. I'm going to just move on from this one. And yeah, Evan Elder versus Darius Flowers. Doesn't make sense how this dude is in the UFC. I know he had a 4-fight knockout streak, or a 4-fight win streak coming into, I guess, the short notice bout with Jake Matthews and stuff, but still, I mean, like, he had a very, iffy record, 12-5 or something, coming in now 0-3 in the UFC. Took Michael Johnson to a decision, which shows that Michael Johnson is nowhere near the same as he was. There was a little bit of hope, but not anymore. If you're taking a guy like Darius Flowers to a 2-1 decision, but let's dismiss Michael Johnson from now. I don't know why every time he fell, he invited the guard, even though most of his losses are from submissions. And Evan Elder was a cleaner striker, landing on the guy. And as soon as, I guess, he opened his guard like 3 or 4 times, Evan Elder for once jumped on it and passed immediately and got the arm triangle. And in the beginning of round 2, he got hit with like the weakest groin shot in my opinion, And this dude, what I saw like a little interview clip where he talked about uh how he's not a fan of the altitude and stuff. So as soon as I saw that weak ass kick, I knew this guy would absolutely you know, stretch out how much. I don't know. He'd stall time. He'd stall time with the that over exaggerated groin strike and keep on going. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, he got his guard pass and choked out. So good job for Evan L there. At least he's a decent fighter. He's a decent fighter. I know he has lost to Sadikov, Nazim Sadikov that is, but you know, which he was winning up until he got cut. You know, but now he's bounced back 2 in a row, chokes out Flowers on short notice. So good for him. And yeah, that was the card recapped. I got 3 of 1, 3-1 on guaranteed picks. And at least I got the main event right. The overall tally, whatever it is, it's, I guess, in the positives, I think. Maybe like what? 7-4-1 no contest or 6-5-1 no contest, something like that. But yeah, decent on the picks. Decent card, better than what I expected. But the main and co-main kind of slowed the, I guess, not slow. They didn't slow the pace of the card down because they were at the end of the fucking card. But just, you know, Jean Silva, Dober should have been at least the co-main event. Let's just leave it there. That was my reaction to the card, and peace.